battle between trainers who occupy regions that are worlds apart. Olivia, the kahuna of Akala Island in Alola and an Elite Four member, takes on Silver, the mysterious son of Giovanni, competing for the Johto region. Which trainer will get the glory for their team? Let's waste no time in finding out. Olivia beginning the battle off with her Gigalith, a monster lead to start off with, where Silver's going to go in with his Magnezone. Magnezone, a great counter for almost all of Olivia's team, being the rock type after all, but it does have the air balloon, so it will be immune to Earthquake for at least one turn, whereas Gigalith starting the Sandstorm there, so that will increase its special defense, and it looks like Olivia realizing she has nothing to switch in to a Flash Cannon from Magnezone, but Gigalith eating that up quite well actually, and it will get off the Stealth Rock. Now that is going to be a pivotal play for her, looking at Silver's team after all, and it looks like Gigalith does have the leftovers for a bit of recovery each turn. But what is she going to do on this next turn? Because this Magnezone can keep unloading with the Flash Cannons. Yes, another one is going to hit the Gigalith. That is going to do a whopping amount of damage, but it does survive in the red and gets off the Stone Edge. Now that will be a resisted move, but it will destroy the air balloon. So that is a very key play there. It looks like Olivia wants to set something up as she gets some more recovery here, bringing her out of the red, but I don't think that'll matter if she stays in. But no, she is going to switch into what is the question. In comes Golem. Now this is the Alolan variant Golem, as Magnezone going for Flash Cannon, and that will not be super effective because Alolan Golem does have that electric typing and it doesn't even do half, so that is a great play there, as now Golem going for the Fire Punch. It would seem, oh, it might be the Magnet Pull. Magnet Pull ability on Golem, of course, that is locking the Magnezone in, and it's not quite able to KO with the second Flash Cannon. That means Golem, with the Choice Scarf attached, being able to outspeed the Magnezone, which it has trapped on the field with a Fire Punch. Man, oh man, what a play there from Olivia, as the Sandstorm will now subside. That means her Pokemon will no longer have that special defense boost, as in comes Gengar, a very powerful special attacker. It looks like that Golem, no, it is going to switch actually, so she's reserving that for later, realizing it might be something valuable, as in comes the Cradilly, quite the special wall. Oh, predicting the Giga Drain there. Of course, the Gengar would want a little bit of recovery off of whatever it can get from that Golem, but Olivia evidently assuming that would have been the case and switching in a great counter here, as Gengar's going to stay in and go for Sludge Bomb. That won't be super effective, but still doing a massive amount of damage. Silver perhaps hoping for that poison after all, and now Cradilly's Citrus Berry will heal it to the point that it looks like it will not get KO'd by another, and oh, it does have Earth Power though. Oh no, Gengar getting absolutely ravaged by that. It turns out the Cradilly has Earth Power, which is super effective against Gengar because after all, Gengar no longer has that Levitate ability, so that is doing a massive amount of damage, a good chunk for sure, as now Gigalith is going to come back out. So Cradilly has switched out in favor of Gigalith, who's going to reset the Sandstorm. Perhaps that was Olivia's plan, and oh yes, Gigalith eating up the Sludge Bomb even, as now the Sandstorm's going to hit Gengar, and yes, that will take it down from that range. Oh my word, what a play from Olivia, as now Gigalith recovering a little bit more health. Yes, it was never in range of a Sludge Bomb after all, and knowing that Gengar would get the Life Orb recoil and the Sandstorm would bring it in range of a KO, that was a stellar play, as in comes Alakazam now, a big threat. But it turns out Olivia is going to conserve the Gigalith, it looks like, maybe wanting to set up the Sandstorm again later on the road. And now Armaldo coming in, which is quite a big threat for Alakazam actually, as it eats up a Psychic quite well. No doubt thanks to that Sandstorm special defense boost, as now it does have a little bit of recovery of its own. But we'll see if Alakazam has a better move against it. No, it looks like it doesn't, as Silver is going to withdraw into what is the question. It's going to be the Feraligatr. Feraligatr is a key Pokemon for him in this battle. It does get hurt by the Stealth Rocks, and now the knockoff on the Feraligatr. Whoa, that did a lot of damage, as it did look to have the Wakan Berry, which would help it against any electric types, although the only concern there would likely have been the Alolan Golem. And we can almost predict a surefire switch here on behalf of Olivia. Does not want to have that Armaldo be taken down by a water move, and in comes the Cradilly. Oh, this is a great play with it having some damage on it. Liquidation, yes, the Storm Drain ability is actually going to increase its special defense, so Silver not seeing past that. Another great switch by Olivia, as Feraligatr is getting eaten up by that Sandstorm. In fact, Silver's entire team is, combined with the Stealth Rock as well, which is going to be super effective on the Weavile as it comes in. Oh, doing a lot of damage. really, Silver's team is getting eaten up incrementally by all these hazards, as now the Giga Drain coming in. She was going for that on the Feraligatr with the boosted special attack that would have been a guaranteed KO, but now the Sandstorm is going to subside as Cradily did get some recovery, but now the Weavile going for the stab super effective Icicle Crash on the Cradily. That should do a whopping amount of damage. Oh, Cradily surviving on 3 HP, able to get off the Ancient Power too. That will be super effective. Undoubtedly, that Weavile is going down. It does not look to have gotten the Omni Boost though. That would have been something to see for sure. As now Alakazam coming back on the field. He does need a speedy Pokemon just to take down this Cradily, assuming Olivia's not going to switch. No, she's not, as Alakazam going for the Psychic and finally taking down probably one of the bigger threats against Silver's team, especially with that Feraligatr being a key Pokemon for him. And now Gigalith coming back on the field. Yes, this is why she reserved it, so it can set up the Sandstream once again. So the Sandstorm is going to be ongoing, again boosting all the special defense of her Pokemon, whereas now the Gigalith will finally be taken down. So the Alakazam putting in some good work here, although you do wonder if it's too little too late, as Olivia's been putting in some good work. And now in comes the Carbink, a Pokemon you do not often see in competitive battling. Let's see what this thing is going to do. It will definitely wall the Alakazam, come to think of it. I don't think Alakazam would have anything super effective against it. So in comes the Feraligatr again. Feraligatr definitely has some power in the offensive domain against it, but now the Carbink going for Trick Room, so it will outspeed the Feraligatr, as Feraligatr again getting hit by that Sandstorm. Let's see what happens. Carbink now going for the Light Screen, perhaps setting that up for later in the battle. It does have a light clay item, so that will extend its duration, as now Feraligatr going for the Liquidation. How much will this do? Oh, a huge amount of damage, but the Carbink does survive. So now, Feraligatr very, very low. It all depends if Carbink has, yes, it does have an actual attacking move in Moonblast, so it will outspeed the Feraligatr and be able to take it down. You would never think that would happen from a Carbink, but Trick Room coming in clutch there. As in comes Alakazam, another speedy Pokemon, which will get outsped, and of course, those Stealth Rocks doing some damage on it as it comes in. Carbink going for the Moonblast here. Now that won't do too much damage most likely, but it does have the potential to lower his special attack. It's not going to do that, as Alakazam going for a Monster Psychic, but no, Carbink eats that up completely. It looks like the Sandstorm combined with the Light Screen absolutely ate that up. It almost did nothing, which is really crazy. And oh, Alakazam going down to another Moonblast. This is wild. Carbink pulling off a bit of a sweep here with that Trick Room. Wow, Olivia performing out of her mind here, as in comes the legendary Ho-Oh on Silver's side. And with the Trick Room down, Sandstorm down, it now has free reign to go for the Earthquake and take down that Carbink. That thing caused a lot of trouble, and if memory serves, Olivia has 3 Pokemon remaining, 2 of which are quite hurt. But she does have one in the back that is full health, as Ho-Oh getting a little bit of recovery here, bringing it back up above half after the Stealth Rocks. Again, that was why that was such a crucial play, as in comes Lycanroc, and Lycanroc going for the priority 4x super effective Stab Accelerock to annihilate the Ho-Oh off the bat. Olivia demonstrating some Elite Four power here, completely working around Silver in almost every way, scoring a big point for the Alola region.